Hiya, thanks for tuning in. For today's class I'm going to do something slightly different. So it's not so much about strength or core, it's more about, I suppose, putting together a class for anyone who might be suffering from a bit of stress or anxiety. So it should feel quite calming. I've put together some really nice simple moves. I like to call it kind of moves that make you feel good. I've got my cup of tea with me, so a nice cup of herbal tea. If anyone has joined my live classes, I always have a cup of herbal tea. Very nice, it kind of centres me. So now, enough about me. Let's get started with the class. So first of all, I'm going to bring you down on the mat. So we're going to start off in relaxation position, which I feel is very apt for today's class. So I've got my feet on the mat, my legs are hip distance apart. I'm going to reach out in front like so, and all I'm going to do is going to roll that pelvis back, and I'm going to come down onto the mat with control, and I'm coming down one vertebrae at a time, just sliding myself along the mat a little bit. When I'm down in this position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my feet on the mat. I'm just going to do a little bit of a lateral flex, a bit of a side stretch, and just see if I can touch my heels, which I can. And then I bring myself down. I look for a nice neutral pelvis, so you can roll that pelvis forwards and you can roll the pelvis back. Looking for neutral. If you're in neutral, you'll just find you've got a nice gentle curve on your lumbar spine. Just here, I can just stick my hand under like so. I take my shoulders back and down, I look for a nice open chest, and then make sure you're lengthening through crown. So it's almost like the crown of your head's trying to reach towards the other side of the room. We're looking for a nice lengthened spine, and then palms are facing down. So in Pilates, we breathe with a lateral breath. So what that means is when we inhale and we try to inflate the back and side of the ribs. As we exhale, we purse our lips, and as we exhale, we pull belly button towards spine. So just looking for a nice scoop here. Lateral breath is actually renowned for easing anxiety or stress. I think when we're stressed, we tend to do very short breaths and then more into the stomach. So yes, so really good. You could just lie on the floor and do some nice breaths. So what I'm going to do, let's do a nice big inhale. Inflating back inside the ribs, exhale. Scooping through core. And we're just going to do 3 of these breaths. So another nice big inhale. And then exhale. And then one more nice big inhale. And then exhale. What we can then do is we can inhale. Inhale, so you take your arms over your head, keeping those shoulders in their sockets. And as we exhale, we can bring arms back to our side. And we can just take a moment here just to notice the spine lifting off the mat. As we take the arms behind, as they come back down to your side, you can feel the spine pressing into the mat. It's called a spine stretch. But sometimes it's just quite nice to focus on the parts of the body. Diverts your thoughts from anything else. So inhale, arms come back. And exhale, those arms come forwards. Bring those arms back down to your side, palms are facing down. Maybe you can just push your hands into the mat a little bit. And we can do a nice big inhale here. Exhale, we're going to roll the pelvis back. We're going to come up into a bridge, and we're coming up one vertebrae at a time. We're looking for a nice straight line all the way from shoulder to knee. Just lifting up through sacrum, so just at the very end of your spine, not the coccyx, the ones before. We can inhale at the top. And we can exhale as we come down one vertebrae at a time, starting from the top of the spine, moving through to the very bottom of the spine. I always quite like to close my eyes when I do this, but I feel a bit rude when I'm on camera, but it's up to you. So we can inhale when we're at the bottom. We can exhale, we can roll up. Through the spine. Come to the top. Another nice big inhale. Exhale. Coming down. See if you can just imprint one of those vertebrae at a time into the mat. It'll feel really nice. This time I'm going to take the arms back behind my head. Arms come back behind my head. Make sure you've got a nice length inside. And this time we're going to do the same, but as we come up, arms are going to come up and over, pushing down with the hands onto the mat, coming up into that nice straight line, all the way from your knees to your shoulders, and then we can come back down again. Arms come back over the head. Just focusing on breath and focusing on moving to that breath. We can do one more. Lovely. We've done a nice series in supine on our back. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to come over onto our side. So come back down from that bridge, nice and slowly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over onto the side of your mat. I'm going to have my knees bent. Actually, I'll show you a couple of options. But what I'm looking for is that the heels are in line with my bum. And I'm going to be up on elbow, like so. So what's quite nice and supportive is you have your shoulder directly underneath your elbow directly underneath your shoulder. I'm so relaxed, I'm forgetting the names of body parts. What we're going to do is we're just going to, from here, make sure you've got your hips stacked and we're still engaging through core. So I don't want you to be slumped down on the mat like this. We're pulling ourselves up, shoulders back and down. We can do a nice big inhale to prepare, and exhale, we're going to take those hips up and over and do a lovely reaching towards the other side of the room, scooping up through core, and then we can inhale back down. If you want to, you can extend the other leg like so. Inhale, we come up, creating a nice stretch. So in this class I'm just going to go through some really nice, what feel like really nice movements. Nice exhale, we come again. I'm aiming for 5. So we've got 2 more to do. Really nice stretching, reaching over, creating a really lovely side stretch. We can do 1 more. Lovely. And then we can come back down. I'm then going to bend both my knees. Maybe you've already got both knees bent. I'm going to bring myself down to the mat. I'm going to have this arm, the bottom arm, facing forwards. Maybe it's good to have a cushion under your head. Maybe I'm not setting a very good example at this point. And then I'm going to have my other arm extended out in front, like so. So as if I'm going to do a little bit of a clap. What I'm going to do is the top hand is just going to go over my head, like so. And you can just do your breathing, doesn't matter where you breathe at this point. And we're just drawing a really nice circle all the way around. Your head will roll, bring that hand back over your body until it joins. And we're going to continue. Just notice as you come over, we get a really nice bit of rotation in your spine. And it just feels like a really nice movement to do. We're going to do 1 more. See how perfect you can make that circle. It should feel really nice as you open up. Bring that hand back over your body like that. It's a really nice bit of rotation for your spine. I'm going to come up into what we like to call the mermaid. So I've got 1 knee facing forwards. This foot is just on inner thigh, just above the knee, and I've got this leg facing back. If it's uncomfortable, you can always do it cross-legged. I'm going to take shoulders back and down, lengthening up through the spine to create a nice lengthened spine. So you want to almost get the sensation you're trying to touch the ceiling. It's impossible, but we're trying to touch the ceiling with your crown. I can take a nice big inhale, and you can take one arm up, and it comes over. In a really lovely side stretch, make sure we're lifting up from the side that's bending. Inhale, we can come back. Inhale up, exhale over. Trying to keep your hips nice and level, so we're not leaning over, it's more of a bend through the spine. We're going to do 3 of these. Think about the movement, so really concentrate on that movement, see if you can make it quite graceful. Pretend you're a ballet dancer. I always like to. Don't know how convincing I am. Up and over. Lovely. Great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring myself to the other side. Actually, let's do a little bit of a cross leg moment here. So we're going to cross our legs in the middle, and we're just going to have a little bit of an inhale, exhale. We can just run our hands along the floor like that. Maybe we can get our elbows down, and maybe we can just nod the head wherever's comfortable, and then we can do a nice big inhale, and we can do a nice big exhale. And a nice big inhale. And exhale. And then next inhale, you can just lift yourself back up. Sometimes I get a little bit ahead of myself. It's quite nice to do a slow class. Okay, so I'm going to bring myself onto the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the side, and we're going to do the round the world, but on the other side. So I've got my knees bent, heels are in line with my bum as they were before. Coming down to the mat, I've got one arm in front of me, my cup of tea is in the way, and the other hand is on top like so. So see if you can engage through the core a little bit. I don't want you to be like completely slumped onto the mat. And then we can take this top hand, the top hand can come up and around, the head rolls as it did before, and we bring that hand all the way around, drawing a really nice circle, concentrating on your breathing. We can maybe do a bit of an inhale as we come up and over. Feels really nice on the spine to get a bit of rotation, and there might be one side might feel slightly trickier than the other side. That's fine. It's completely natural. It can be a bit one-sided as humans, right? And we're going to bring that hand all the way back around until we come here. Lovely. And then we're going to do that nice side bend. So we're evening up the sides. I'm going to do elbow above shoulder. Got it right that time. And you can either have your knees bent like so, or you can extend the top leg. I can extend the top leg. I quite like it extended. You can actually do both legs, but we're keeping this class quite simple. Okay, so make sure you're pulling up from the core, that we're not just slumping, relaxing, and we get the shoulders back and down. We can do a nice big inhale and exhale as we come up and over, and do a lovely side stretch, and then we can bring it down nice and slow. So we inhale, exhale, come up and over, and come back down, trying to get those hips up nice and tall, up towards the ceiling. Just doing it with our breath. Reaching over, giving yourself a nice side stretch, and then we can do one more. Feel really nice as you open up that side, bring it down nice and slowly. Lovely. We're then going to move into box position. So in the box, I have my knees directly under my hips, and I have my hands directly underneath my shoulders, like so. Lots of teaching points here, so you can bring your shoulders back and down, and we look for a nice neutral pelvis, so you don't want to have your pelvis too far forwards or too far back at this point. We're looking for just a nice gentle curve in your lumbar spine. Okay, we're going to do a nice big inhale. Exhale, you're going to pull belly button towards spine, so do a nice scoop. You're going to roll the pelvis back, and we're going to bring chin towards your chest. And then we're going to come back into that nice neutral position. We can do another nice big inhale here. Exhale, we're going to do it again. You want almost a sense as when you come up that we're pushing the mat away. Inhale. Come back to that nice neutral position. Exhale. Maybe this time what we can do is we can just take that arch back. So bum come towards heels, and then we inhale back into that nice neutral position. Nice big inhale, exhale, roll that pelvis back, and we're going to bring ourselves back, so making it a bit more dynamic. Inhale. We can do that one again. Oh, it feels really nice on the spine, really good. Whilst we're in this position, we're just going to do one which I quite like, it's a bit of fun. So we can just do an inhale as we exhale. I'm just going to do a bit of a side bend. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to look at my bum. So I'm moving my bum in the same direction as my head, and then we can inhale and exhale. We can come to this side. So it's a little bit like a cat looking at its tail. But we're getting a really nice side bend, trying to keep that nice neutral spine as we do it. Really nice. And staying in this position, in the box position, keeping a nice neutral spine. We're going to do a nice big inhale. Remember, shoulders back and down. I don't think I was doing that. Shoulders back and down. We can do a nice big inhale. Exhale, we're going to reach up towards the ceiling, eyes, follow hand. Nice opening up through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, all the way up, reaching up towards the ceiling. We're going to do it 2 more times on both sides, getting a nice bit of rotation through the spine every time we come back into neutral position. Now exhale, reaching up. Doing it nice, slow and controlled. Lovely. Inhale. And exhaling up. Really nice. Already I'm feeling a bit calm, and we can then do a nice big inhale. Exhale, we're going to come back into everyone's favourite. A nice child's pose. In child's pose, you could just run your hands along the mat like this. So we're looking to get a nice lengthened spine. And then when we're in this position, what's really nice is we can just do a nice big inhale. And we're looking really to inflate the back of your ribs. If you do that, you'll feel a really nice stretch throughout your back. Let's do 2 more nice inhales and exhales here. One more. And on the next exhale, you can just bring yourself up nice and slowly. Coming up 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to come into seated position. I'm going to look directly at you, like so. And cross your legs. So cross your legs whichever way feels comfortable. And then we're going to take shoulders back and down. Looking for that nice lengthened spine again. So crown is up towards the ceiling, like so. We can take hands behind head, like that. So hands are behind the head. If you push head into hands and hands into head, you should then feel that really nice lengthened spine. You can just push down the tailbone, crown up towards the ceiling. We're going to do a nice big inhale. Exhale, we're just going to roll chin to chest. Just getting a nice stretch on your neck. So still pushing up, so hands are pushing into head, head pushing into hands. And then we're just going to take it back for quite nice. A lot of us are spending a lot of time nowadays looking at phones, reading at laptops. It's quite nice to work through your neck. I'm then going to take one hand up and over. Fingers are just by my ear, and I'm going to inhale, exhale. Just pull my head gently down, and then what you can do is you can take the other arm away, just to get a nice stretch in your neck. We can do a big inhale and exhale. As we take hand away, and then we can then do the same on the other side. So bring that hand over, and we can just pull head gently as we send this arm away. Inhale and exhale, releasing any tension in your neck. We can come up into now neutral position. We can just put hands on the knees like this, and then we can do one final really nice breath. So we can inhale and we can exhale. And there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that. Just really nice, simple moves, but moves, like I said, that hopefully make you feel good. If you've enjoyed my video, there's more on my channel, and please subscribe. Hopefully see you again. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.